Hello everyone. So today in this video I will be showing you how you can create a Linux server on top of your Proxmox server. So this will be a virtualized server which will be running on parallel to the other virtual machines that you may create in future of this Proxmox server. So I hope you have already watched how I set up my Proxmox server in the previous video. So this is a continuation of that series. So if you don't watch the previous video, do watch it out, and after that only you can get to know everything about this series. So I hope you will learn something new in this video, and I will make sure that after watching this video you can install any Linux flavor on top of your Proxmox server very easily. So let's get started. So in order to start the installation process, we have to download the ISO file of the particular operating system. So in this case, I am installing Ubuntu 20.04 version, as it is a LTS supported one, and also which I am using on all my production servers. So you can simply click on this download button, which will automatically start the download process of the ISO file. Now let's move to the Proxmox web dashboard for the further process. So in my case, you can see there are two servers or two virtual machines are already listed. One is a Ubuntu one and one is a Windows one. So in your case, that will be blank. And now we have to copy our ISO image to our Proxmox server. For that, you have to come to your data center, and under your data center, you can see this local storage option. As soon as you click on that, this page appears, and from here you have to click on this ISO images. In my case, you can see there are a list of different operating systems are present here, but in your case this list will be blank. So you have to click on this upload button. You have to select your ISO file that we have already downloaded, and we have to click on upload. Now according to your LAN speed, it will take few minutes to complete the upload process. Once that is done, you can see a line appear like this in your ISO images list. Once this step is also done, let's start the actual game. So from the data center itself, you can see this option called create VM. So from here you have to click on that, and then after that you have to choose the data center name. So for my case, as I have only one node, so that is automatically selected. After that, you have to provide the VM serial ID and also a name for your virtual machine. After that, you have to click on next for the next set of options, and in this page you have to select your ISO that you have recently uploaded. So for my case, as I have only one storage option, that's why it is given by default the local one. And after that, you have to choose the ISO image. So I am choosing the Ubuntu that I have recently uploaded, and after that the type and everything, no need to change anything in this stage. Now we have to click on next, and in this stage also there are some system specification is given. If you want, you can change it, otherwise you can click on next. And this is one part that you have to focus on. So here we have to give some storage to our virtual machine. So by default it is taking 32 GB. I am not changing anything here. And in the next part I have to give the CPU cores. So if you have a cluster of CPUs, so you can choose from which socket you want to give and how many cores you want to give to this virtual machine. For my case, I have only one, and I want to give only one core as well. So this settings is also okay for me. Now after clicking on next, in this page we have to specify the RAM, how much RAM you want to give to this virtual machine. For me, the by default 2 GB is enough. And after that we just need to configure the network. For your case as well, it will by default take the onboard network adapter, so it is okay for me as well, it should okay for you as well. And after that you have to just verify everything and click on finish to create your virtual machine. Now if you complete all the previous steps properly, a VM should appear in your list of available VMs with the given name and the ID. Now from here you can simply start the installation process by going to the console and click on the start button. After that, Ubuntu automatically start the installation procedure and will come up with the installation wizard shortly. Now in this stage the steps are pretty straightforward. It is as simple as you install a fresh new machine with a Ubuntu server operating system. So you can go through the all those steps that I have already mentioned and showing you on the screen, and after that you should have a Linux machine all set up for your next project. Once the installation is done, you can again come to this console and click on the start button. But in this time, it will start the boot sequence, not the installation sequence. And Ubuntu will take care now onwards for everything. And soon you can see a login screen for your root admin and root user. So you can see I can now log in with my user credentials, and you can see this is the Ubuntu console. So everything is working properly on top of our Proxmox server.